Emily, we're wondering what the latest could be when we're hearing reports of a meeting taking place. If it happens to transpire and there is some form of movement to withdraw this extradition bill, what does it mean in terms of the protesters and their demands?
Well, to be very honest, the withdrawal of this extradition bill is something that protesters, Karen, have been asking for 3 months now. And this is why we've seen the protests extend on for 13 consecutive weeks now. And she has not given in, only to say that she was going to suspend the bill. That then you saw 2 days later after the suspension, 2 million people taking to the streets. As a result of that, she didn't she only suspended the bill. She did not withdraw the bill. So what we're expecting today, what we're hearing from many media outlets is that Carrie Lam, Hong Kong's chief executive, is due to meet with pro-establishment allies at Government House at 4 p.m. Hong Kong time. It's currently just after 3 here, 3:15. So in about 45 minutes from now is when this meeting is expected to take place. We're expecting something like over 100 individuals in Government House, delegates, the Hong Kong delegates of the National People's Congress and the CPPCC, that's the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, also to take part in this meeting with Carrie Lam. So with this, there's this big expectation that she's going to be formally withdrawing the extradition bill. This is one of 5 demands that the protesters have been demanding. Previously, as I mentioned, she had only suspended and even declared the bill dead, but that was not good enough. They were asking for a withdrawal. So what started out as a peaceful protest descending into vandalism and violence over the last 13 weeks. The 5 demands that the protesters have been asking for: 1, withdrawing the bill; 2, setting up an independent commission of inquiry to investigate police conduct; 3, granting amnesty to those that have been arrested. More than 1,000 protesters have been arrested so far since all of this began. 4, to stop characterizing these events as riots. The maximum jail time for those convicted of rioting in Hong Kong is up to 10 years. And 5 is to restart the stalled political reform process. Now, that was, of course, back in 2014 when we had the National People's Congress Standing Committee presenting a reform package, a political reform package that would allow for universal suffrage here in Hong Kong so that people could elect their chief executive and then subsequently the Legislative Council. But they did not push that. They did not agree with what the NPC had handed down, and that caused then the Occupy protest. People took to the streets, and then we were paralyzed in Hong Kong for 79 days. Now, just yesterday, the Hong Kong and Macau Affairs Office of the State Council had come out in a press conference. This is the 4th time that they've come out to meet the press since these protests in Hong Kong have been going on for 3 months. And they did touch on the point of the stalled electoral reforms. They said that any revival of that, the process must be based on framework that will allow Beijing to screen out candidates that it does not deem trustworthy. So back to what we're expecting today. Again, Carrie Lam is going to be meeting with pro-establishment allies at Government House 4 p.m., the top of the next hour, and it's got a lot of people excited here. The market has gone bananas, rallying 3.5%. The Hang Seng Index up close to 1,000 points. The likes of HSBC and Tencent rallying some 3%. We got the property stocks jumping between 8 and 10%. Retail sales, a lot of data recently has taken a hit as a result of the protests have been ongoing here in Hong Kong. Retail sales in the most recent month down 11.5%. Property sales based on the land registry. This is the latest data that came through last night, showing that for the month of August, only about 4,000 transactions. You compare that to the more than 8,000 transactions in May prior to all of these protests when it kicked off. Hong Kong's PMI that just came out this morning, 40.8. That is a low that we have not seen since February of 2009. That also marks 17 consecutive months of contraction. So this definitely, this latest development with Carrie Lam potentially withdrawing the extradition bill has the market excited, and we're going to be all looking to any potential announcement from Hong Kong's chief executive. We are now waiting for this meeting with her and her allies at Government House in about 45 minutes.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.